Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. If you have anything you could add, please send it to southernprepper1, the number 1 at yahoo.com. I appreciate it, and I know the viewers appreciate it. A wide spread of information from all over the United States and really all over the world. First of all, let's talk about a blog. It's called Women in the Wilderness. I just read her latest article. It was excellent. I'm going to leave a link into it. Go check her out. I thoroughly enjoyed her last article. Anchorage, Alaska. Also, our signs are popping up in different grocery stores up there. Limit of 2 gallons on milk. Now, granted, they're in Alaska and they have to ship everything up there. This person said, I was driving through Oakland, Maine, and we just saw diesel for $4.99 a gallon and gasoline for $4.24 a gallon. That's the closest I've seen those two prices together up here, and that's the lowest I've seen them. So what does it mean? They're getting closer together. Basically, we are definitely in a recession, and there is less demand for fuel, and which is resulting in the prices going down. That's just capitalism. That's free market. So yes, fuel is going down because there's not as many people using it because of the cost. This person was traveling on 70 east from Indiana to the East Coast. Tons of semis. So a lot of big rigs. That's a great report that things are still going on, shipping. You know, it's spotty. Some places are doing great and some are seeing a lot less. This person lives in the Appalachian Mountains of Virginia. I was talking to the bread vendor at Walmart. I asked about what he was short on. He said, if you like Little Debbie cakes, you need to get them now, because he was told that they were going to be running out of them because they couldn't get all the ingredients to make them in the next few months. So if you're a Little Debbie fan, you might want to stock up. This person said dried eggs. This would be from Amazon, the powdered in the number 10 can, Augustins. They were $33 and now they are raised to $110. So if you're needing eggs, you might want to hold off. I think the prices will come down. The big scare was the bird flu and the culling of a lot of birds, which created not enough supply. So if you need eggs, dried eggs, I would wait. I would never pay $110. Hopefully they'll come down reasonable, $40, $50 range. This is North Texas. Notice my homeowner's insurance doubled. The coworker told me theirs went up 60%. I ended up shopping around and got another policy, but it did cost me 33% more than my previous year, and I've not had a claim on my record. As an avid gardener who has been shopping at the garden center at Lowe's, Home Depot, and Walmart for more than 20 years, I am alarmed to see what's happening at my local stores in the Maine area. I have a town that has about 20,000, and we're due west of Portland, Maine. Lowe's appears to have permanently locked the outdoor entrance to the garden center, and I was told there is no staff working in that department. They probably locked it just because of shoplifting. All the stores are nearly empty of plants. This has never been the case in August here. There are no new plants for fall. I don't know if this is a supply chain issue or if the garden centers are going to be phased out. And they included a bunch of pictures. I think it's a supply issue. This person said, looks like they want people who have private wells to pay a fee. Slick Rick Gavin Newsom wants to pass this. So there's some legislation there involving your well. So if you're in California, look into this legislation. They said, so it sounds like we have to pay and explain what we're using our well for. I don't have the whole information on that, but I'm sure, knowing California, they definitely want to limit your ability to get water out of your own well. This is the Campbell's division of Pepperidge Farms. There was a mid-management meeting held in California, and they were laid off. Basically, they were all gathered. Some of them were in a conference. They were in a conference call with the CEO, and they were all let go. He read a prepared script and fired them all. Not sure of the numbers yet, but more conference calls were scheduled with other levels within the organization. So definitely cutbacks. This is in Kentucky. I bought 2 used tires today. 6 months ago, they were $40 to $50 each for the used tires. Today, $100 each. Just a heads up, anyone going to stay in downtown Cincinnati, there has been dozens and dozens of vehicle break-ins this summer, especially over near the Rhine, the entertainment district, near the Hard Rock Casino and the hotel over there. Do not leave anything in your vehicle that is visible through the windows. This is Pendleton, Oregon. I'm sure all of you have heard about the grain mill fire, devastating. They make pancake mix, they make flour. It looks like that part of the facility was a total loss. They also said recently, 2 months ago, in that same area, there was a huge potato chip plant that had an explosion, I guess, burned too. So a lot of plants burning down, a lot of things that related to our food. This is North New York. Target is consistently out of gallons of water. All brands, very little meat selection. Smash Burger has inconsistent hours, don't have the staff to stay open. All restaurants here are having signs hiring. Even the local pizza place, the owner of the business is having to make deliveries because of staff shortages. This is White Mountain, New Hampshire. Deli we visited each year has noticeable price increase. Last August, the small turkey sub was $7. This year, it was almost $10 with tax. Not the same supply of goods as past years. Amusement parks, noticeably less crowded. Last year we waited in line for rides. This year, no lines at all. A very popular mom and pop restaurant in Carroll, New Hampshire can no longer be open for dinner beyond Friday and Saturday night because of the staffing shortages. Food still amazing. Service was great. Sad they can't be open more. Several Dunkin' Donuts in high traffic areas closed with no signs as to why they're closed. A popular amusement park is no longer accepting cash. Their amusement park they went to, they didn't have to wait for rides. It's just hit and miss. Some areas of the country are devastated and some is business as usual. The situation here has gotten worse in northern Illinois. My girlfriend was mugged last night while she was leaving campus. A man and a woman approached her with knives and grabbed her purse and medallion. I am beyond distraught. I spoke to the local campus police and they said due to the ongoing power issue problem, it's dealing with CCTV footage. They're missing some parts. They have no coverage because their cameras are down. I asked about increasing patrols and the sergeant I talked to said they are severely understaffed and below minimum requirements for shifts. This person said feels like the heat is getting to people here, and also said still no new fertilizer in the store. I'm a trucker and I spent the night in Williamsburg, Kentucky. It's pretty much on the Tennessee line. I woke up to jackhammering that particular morning. Walmart was having the pylons installed. These are the metal anti-vehicle barriers in front of the stores. It seems to be a recurring theme across the country. What do these big box stores know that we don't? Question mark, question mark. Why in the past few months are they dumping money into gates and pylons and upgrading security system? You're not the only channel that has covered this particular subject. Yes. Pictures after pictures after pictures. There seems to be a general movement of increased security on stores, no matter what store it is. Walmart particularly, I'm getting a lot of photographs of increased security. Went to a grocery store in the upper middle class neighborhood near DC today, and there was no beef in the meat department at all. The case was completely bare. This person said, that they had some work done on a parking lot and they're putting new electrical pipes, I guess, underneath their pavement or their asphalt, and the price of these pipes have tripled, making it hard, to do construction when prices are changing so fast. And PVC pipe, be it the water pipe, be it the electrical pipe, has gone sky high. Also, not to mention earlier this year, our natural gas doubled in 1 month. From February, our bill was $75 a month to $150 in March. It stabilized there, but I'm unsure what the next winter will bring. And that's interesting because natural gas, probably they're not using heating right now. They're probably just using heating their hot water. So wintertime is going to be eye-opening for a lot of people. These changes are on top of the rising price of food and gasoline. These prices are changing in a very short period of time. They said, thanks for your effort. And my effort is also your effort. Without you sending me this information, I can't put it out, so thank you. It is good to be informed so we can be proactive, adjusting our budgets and planning accordingly. They also said Folgers coffee was on sale for $6.99. The original price now has gone up to $13.99. Coffee is definitely going up and away. They were at Wendy's. My husband and I sat in a drive-through lane for half an hour when the car ahead of us began to order, and I could hear her asking, why is it taking so long? The staff said there were only 4 of them working, and they were taking a while to fill orders. After we ordered and began to pay, their computer system went down. Because of this, they could only take cash. Thankfully, we had cash on us. Then the staff member began to take orders of the car behind me, explained they could only take cash, and the woman in the car started screaming and yelling about she didn't have cash. After we left, she then pulled up to the window, screaming at the drive-thru window, and then she proceeded to go back to the drive-thru and began to complain to the last car in line about the horrible service. She then left and parked in the parking lot across the street, still fuming and wide-eyed. We stuck around to make sure the employees would be okay, keeping our distance just in case we needed to call the police. Fortunately, it played out with no incident. All right, so this person at Wendy's drive-thru went pretty much ballistic because she couldn't get her burger. Please, please, what's going to happen when the grocery stores are completely out and there's no food available anywhere, and when all of the people are going berserks? That's the reason we prep. So please prep at the level that your financial wallet can afford, and also prep to what you mentally want to prepare for. Have some goals. This is our church bulletin had an ad for a Catholic school. There's lots of positions open, and they're reaching out to the retired to see if they can fill these positions. I've never seen anything like this. Bed Bath & Beyond. My co-worker's wife works full-time at Bed Bath & Beyond, and our store went from being a B grade to an E grade store in sales. Previously, they were told to mark their prices higher to make up for the loss in sales, hoping that sales would pick up, but they did not. Since her store is an E grade store, they can no longer keep full-time positions there because they can't cover the health coverage and benefits needed for full-time employees. Fortunately, she was able to swap with another employee out of state who wanted to go part-time. Thankfully, she'll be kept in her full-time position but she'll have a much longer commute. Family Dollar, just talking to a staff member, definitely prices are increasing, but they said also sometimes they increase the price 50 cents and then very shortly after they knock it down by 10 cents, but then another price increase goes up. So I don't know if they're playing a mind game, trying to show people that, hey, prices just went down, but in reality, they're still going up and away. This person sent me a picture of a grocery store in New York, and it had steaks, $25 a pound. $25 a pound. That's unbelievable. Also, they had 80-20 hamburger for $5.49 a pound. It went up. They're saying that they are seeing 100% inflation in many food items, but typically it's running about 30 to 50%. And I think this is in Washington State. This person said 74% of beer imported into the U.S. comes from Mexico, and the president of Mexico just declared that beer must stop being brewed due to the drought. I work in the National Beer Distribution Center. It's not good. I actually saw that on a news article where there's a shortage of water, and that's creating this problem. Here in Sarasota, Florida, went into my local Walmart. Inventory was packed with hard goods, lining the aisles. Almost can't even walk up and down them. At the same time, some food shelves, such as pasta and flour, were not full. Picked up some supplies, including milk. Opened it up. Even though it had not expired, it was terrible. It was rotted. It had to be thrown away. So be careful. I work in Central Texas in a very large hospital. We are running short on IV fluids, IV needles, and various medications are in short supply. We have not been able to receive orange juice for patients in the last 2 weeks. We support 60-plus surgical cases with only 10 nurses or less on a daily basis. Patients have very delayed surgical cases. For outpatients procedures, they wait all day, 6 hours plus, with nothing to eat or drink. Sometimes cases are delayed 2 to 3 days for inpatients because there's not enough staff. This includes cases for cancer patients and other. Nurses have to clean the rooms, take the trash out among our regular duties on a daily basis. We do not have enough cleaning staff or support staff. Additional violence have escalated significantly within the hospital. People are losing their sanity. Please tell people to get their medication and other emergency kits available. I saw a short video of a female truck driver that was delivering baby formula to a place where they were taking it off the truck, then off the pallet, throwing it in cases in huge piles where a loader was destroying them. I've heard some information about that. I haven't looked into it thoroughly. I don't know if this was baby formula that they had to recall, so normally they would destroy it. I'm not sure. I'm looking into it. If anyone has any information why this was happening, it'd be appreciated. We asked people to pray for us. This is our garden. They showed us some pictures of just flooded out. We lost it all. Hundreds of peppers, tomatoes, corn, cantaloupe, zucchini, and cucumbers. We depend on the garden to feed ourselves. If it doesn't make it into the house, they don't eat it. So they lost their gravelly tractor. It was under a little bit of water when I saw the picture. Hopefully it's okay. They use this to plow their garden. They're heartbroken. So pray for this family. I don't have any more information, but they were definitely involved in, I believe, the flood that just happened a week or two ago. This is Washington State. Harvest is 3+ weeks late due to weather. There are onions in the field behind us being harvested. This year they're using a potato picker to harvest the onions because there's a lack of workers. I can't imagine that is only here. If produce looks iffy, it is going to the store. It's just because there's a shortage, so they're sending whatever they can to the store. This person works as a cleaner in a college in the Finger Lakes area. Unlike many campuses, we clean students' restrooms once a week within the dorms. This is about 85% of our workload. We usually house roughly 2,000 students on campus. If I did the math right and recalled every dorm, admission are definitely down because they have taken 3 dorms offline this fall. My department could easily be reduced by 2/3 if the higher-ups decide not to provide the restroom service. Given we're in New York State campus, no one seems at the possibility of layoffs. So yeah, they clean student dorms once a week. They clean their restrooms. That seems like the students should be able to clean their own restrooms. That would probably save the taxpayers some money, but it would also lay off some people. So there you go. This is some boots on the ground. I appreciate your support. Keep prepping. Thanks for watching.